beautiful fly into Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. But even if you close your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. Fields this one at the 3. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
This carry now, this is Bashal Tutu. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Play action with Richardson. Wiley hauls it in. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Well, right side, caught by Thomas. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
1st and goal. Here's Tutu. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Get it. 70 Lions. Ready.
He's got it on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams starting with a pass here. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Blitz coming for Williams. He's on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Bears, first down. A gain of 5.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Question, what is going on?
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Handoff on second and short. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
From the red zone on first. Brought in. A massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. Going power with a big tight end. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears finish off their opening drive. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. To throw, Richardson. Finds his running back as his base show to And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready? Check. Ready.
Hand off to Tootin. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. They'll go again here with Tootin. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, liking 18. Ready?
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll throw 3rd and long. He's got Brown. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Richardson fires quickly out wide. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 2nd quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. It didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35.
35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty.
Oh, back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Bears.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Just a minute, 59 seconds remaining in our first half of football. Hang with us. More football coming up from everybody. 1st down now. Ball at the 33. Williams from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
He's going to keep it this time. This one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Third down. Here's Williams. Oh, this big guy is moving. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears earn the chance to tie before halftime. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every ref, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for him.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hurt. Let go.
It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Go. Cowboy 8. Hey, check that. Check. Hey.
Second down give to Tootin. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down. These last two snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
That's the line who's going to run for it. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Only 2 yards to the marker, and they're going for it here on 4th.
Hawk 70, 60 Bison, Riggs, Cup 19, go!
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And they got home, sent him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Gun. Here's Williams. Chased out to his right. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Got a man, it's Colston Loveland. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead just before halftime. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jaguars 14. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check smash, check smash. Dragon 60.
The final throw before the break. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. On now is Cook to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let it up.
Hand off to the back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Throw here, 3rd down. Forced out to his right. Going deep down the near sideline. That's complete inside the 35. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another carry for him. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd and 2. Williams buys time, rolling right. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the first and goal.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
He gets it again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
3rd and goal, it's Williams. He rolls to his right. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
On the jump.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's to And this is a tough one. Right back at his own 2-yard line for the loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Inside give here for Tootin. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Tootin with it. He'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Pack the 60.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He finds Brown right side. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They get 23 on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Viking 18. Check.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready. 60, 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Richardson back to throw. As his target, it's John Wilson. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. We've set it downs from the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
19 Tiger.
On first down, it's Richardson. On the move, hit it right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Let's go.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds, 4 yards shy of that end zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go.
Get it. COVID-19. Hurt. Panther 11. Hut.
Now it's Tootin. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10.
What is up?
Blown back, gets the handoff. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt as that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Blitz coming for Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you need more interceptions.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Tootin headed left. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Ready, set.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
70 Timberwolf. Steady.
And here with Tootin. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Pioneer, go! Ready, ready?
Richardson now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Pick up a 5 on that play. That's good for a Jacksonville first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Come on, set! 60 by...
On the ground, Tootin. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars with a little more work to do to win it here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Play action. It's Richardson. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Drop 50. Ready, go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cup 19, Cup 19. 19 Lions. Go!
Gonna throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And now it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
He'll look to throw it. Hits his running back. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. Throwing now. It's on target to Moore. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
All set now. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. Here he is to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Williams to throw on first. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Williams from the gun. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So everything rests on the foot of Cairo Santos. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Ready.
A run here with Tootin. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense came at the perfect time.
This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Escapes the pocket. Winds up and chucks this deep right. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it. Knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
The Jaguars into punt formation. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Now it's his turn in overtime. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. If they can do something here, ready to operate on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Completed to his running back. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going deep! Oh, big interception here! And the Jaguars surprise them with the interception, and now have a chance to win this game! Okay, now both sides have had a shot, Brock. Neither offense could get the job done. Looks like it'll be one of these defenses that wins them this one in overtime.
Yeah, give these crews defensively some credit here. It's hard to play defense in overtime. But both deliver, and now which offense, Kate, can go and capitalize and finish this game?
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. As they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Deputy! Cougar 19!
Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. They don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
To number 83. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Down! 670 Timberwolves.
Richardson to throw again. Looking to his running back, incomplete. Snap play's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw. Going with a screen to Johnson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Crack on 80. Crack him 60. Mustang 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Throwing again, Richardson. Oh, big interception here. And the Bears are going to have it after his second interception of the season. So the chance was there. Any points, Brock, on the drive would have won them this game. But instead, I can't remember the last time I saw this, but we've got a fourth possession of overtime coming up following that interception.
Yeah, we keep talking in this booth after every...
Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime. Last play sent him back across midfield here, second and long. Williams set to pass. Throwing the out route complete. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down Chicago.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. DRow Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is second and inches. Man in motion, out of the slot. Running for the marker on second. And he gets this forward to the 19. Whistles and a timeout. 4 seconds left in OT, so this is assuredly their final snap of this extra frame. This entire contest rests on his next kick. It's a 36-yard look for him. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead. So the Bears take this one on the road. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl.